Thanks for joining us for our annual 31 Days of Oscar celebration. I'm Jacqueline Stewart, coming to you from the historic Ida Noyes Hall at the University of Chicago. This year, our films are organized by various themes. Tonight, Oscar is going to prison with a lineup of films set in penitentiaries and penal colonies. First up, a drama that received an Academy Award nomination for its score by composer Jerry Goldsmith, from Allied Artists in 1973, and starring Steve McQueen and Dustin Hoffman, it's Papillon. The film was directed and co-produced by Franklin Schaffner, who at that point also had an Oscar connection. He had recently won for Best Director for the 1970 drama Patton. Papillon is based on a true story, with McQueen playing the title role of a Frenchman, real name Henri Charrière, who is serving time for murder. Note, Papillon is French for butterfly, which was Charrière's nickname in the Paris underworld. Dustin Hoffman plays Louis Degas, a fellow prisoner who Papillon befriends, and the epic tale showcases their constant quest to escape. The story is based on Charrière's autobiography, and originally, Lorenzo Semple Jr.'s screenplay was true to the book. But the film came on the heels of buddy movies like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and producers felt a big-name co-star was needed. So they hired another Oscar winner, screenwriter Dalton Trumbo. In Charrière's book, Louis Degas played a minor role, so Trumbo worked to expand the character during the filming. And that's probably why Trumbo also appears in a brief cameo at the very start of the movie. Look out for him playing the commandant who addresses the new shipload of prisoners. The film was shot on location in Spain and Jamaica, which doubles as the areas of French Guiana, including the notorious penal colony, Devil's Island. Let's take a look, also featuring Victor Jory, from 1973, Papillon. True to its subject matter, Papillon was quite honest in its depiction of the brutality of the penal colony. Because of the violence in the story, the film was initially given what seemed to be an appropriate R rating. But Allied Artists, the company that released the film, knew that could curtail the movie's earning power. So they argued to have it changed to a PG rating. The change did help to bring in higher box office receipts, which certainly helped cover the salaries of its two stars, Steve McQueen and Dustin Hoffman. Reportedly, their combined salary was roughly a quarter of the film's budget. And of course, this wasn't the only film to take place on Devil's Island. Among those we show here on TCM from time to time are Passage to Marseille with Humphrey Bogart, Clark Gable in Strange Cargo, and Devil's Island starring Boris Karloff. Up next, it's another prison story, this one starring an actor who also was one of the biggest stars of the 1970s, Burt Reynolds.
Next on TCM, The Longest Yard, then Midnight Express, and later, The Big House. Get time off for good behavior with Oscar tonight.